What up, y'all? It's your boy Dewan Collects, and we are back. So, before we get started, make sure you atomic blast that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, comment, share, hit the bell so you always know what's happening on the channel. Thank you. Welcome, everybody. Hope y'all doing well. So, before we get into this awesome figure you see in front of us right here, if you haven't noticed, my picture on the channel as me as a youngin, sorry, I mixed that up. This font might look familiar. Well, a little while back, I got some brand new 98 Godzilla shirts. I got 3. It was a cool, good bid. It was 100, 120 with tax and shipping, so essentially 40 bucks a pop. Which ain't too bad because, you know, most places like Cavity Colors, Ghost X Ghost, their shirts are going to be like, you know, 30 bucks and then shipping and tax around the same price. So these were untouched. This is an adult, different color version of the shirt I'm wearing as a kid. So I thought it was pretty cool. Full circle. Had to jump on this. So enough of that. Let's go ahead and dig into this bad boy. So you can see it's obviously Bandai Namco SH MonsterArts Monster X. I really hope we're getting a Kaiser Ghidorah on the way. It would only be right. I don't have Gigan and Final Goji to compare with this guy as I should, but feel free to look on the channel and maybe somewhere down the line I'll put them all together. Whether it be a picture or video. Nothing special with this. It didn't even come with a shipper box. It was just strapped like this. I got from Sideshow. It's a bit dented up, but I got it. It was on a special sale, and I used, I think, some of my rewards points. Big reason why I like shopping there, besides the, you know, shipping isn't always, you know, cheap. I got he was listed, I think, at 130, and got him on sale for like 70 something, like 80 bucks, with tax shipping. It was like under 100 bucks, I think. So either way, saving money. His hands went ahead and fell out. So yeah, I pre-slit just to be able to take a look at him, make sure everything was good. I got him a few days ago. Get your, oh, okay, his tail came off. Alrighty. But yeah, you get your typical, you know, plastic sleeve, and then you get his little, sorry, I'm drawing a blank on what to call it, but the part that goes in front, he's essentially hugging to keep the figure intact and safe. Whatever. So he's got a very cool metallic silver kind of cream mixed in there with his paint. Let's go ahead and get the tail back on. So he's a very cool, unique Godzilla villain in the franchise. I've heard some people compare him to, he would fit right into Ultraman. I haven't really checked out that franchise other than Zone Fighter, the episodes that Godzilla and friends or foes are featured in. Yeah, typically we have like giant monsters, like, you know, mutated animals essentially in Godzilla, so we don't ever really get, you know, another like kung fu worthy opponent, you know, with fighting moves and stuff. But he is very cool. Look at that menacing roar. Ooh, his eyes looking red and metallic. Yep, coming right at you. He's very cool, you know. This is my first figure of him. So besides seeing the movie, I've never really got to look at him up close and personal, all the details of what he is. So you can see the articulation with his mouth. Just in time for Halloween. Spooky. And you can see where this will turn into the 3 heads of Ghidorah. And so he's got nice points to his spikes, or whatever you want to call those. He's pretty lightweight. Different kinds of textures. He's like smooth. Feels like a very delicate material for, you know, these shoulder blades, whatever you want to call them. And then the crystallized spikes and dorsal on the back, and then his cool textured skin, real groovy. It's got a lot of very good detail to it. He his feet almost feel like a vinyl. They're bendy, you know. He definitely doesn't have very good I guess, I don't know, sorry, drawing a blank. Trying to think of the right word to describe, but it doesn't have like a lot of weight. You know, it's like sturdy in his base to keep him like standing up. You have to use his, like, you know, well, yeah, I'd say delicate. Yeah, very fragile tail that seems to be pop off. I wonder how many of y'all got this and had the same issue. Oh, yep. Segment. It's been a minute since I've had one of these figures that doesn't want to stay together, and this looks to be one, and I'm not really feeling that too much. But let y'all take a look. The forked tail doesn't have any articulation. It is soft and bendy, like I was saying, like a vinyl material, pliable. Cool rotation you can do. It's got a little bit of segment articulation on his tail. Wag it, he's happy. You know, breaking his ankles and, you know, not very logical ways that we're moving it. Get a little bit of knee kicking action, not a whole lot. It is stiff. Typically, you'll use a blow dryer, dip them in some boiling hot water to loosen up the pieces. But he feels pretty loose and good. So, working on his abs, get that crunch sit-up action. His shoulder heads kind of they'll just rotate off. I knew that was gonna happen. Should have been more careful. These do pop back on. Just be careful so you don't break a bulb, because then you'll have more issues. Oh, yep, and there goes the tail again. So we're having all kinds of fun with that. Yeah, I'm thinking there's not a whole lot else I can feature for y'all other than the hands, which I love what y'all do, Bandai, with these MonsterArts figures, but I do agree with a lot of my fellow collectors who do complain about y'all being pricey. You don't really give us enough accessories to go with these molds. I know it's not cheap. The materials, the labor of sculpting each of the pieces, but you can see his hands. These, you know, they're kind of like this, and then you can swap them out and they're open. Me personally, maybe some of y'all like this. I don't feel like that's a big enough difference of, you know, a swappable part. So on the positive side, glass half full. At least it's something, because a lot of these figures don't come with anything. But we'll go ahead and place. Ow, I'm poking my fingers with his spikes. Definitely be careful with this. They are sharp. So look at his right and left. So this is the swappable hand. You can see the cool detail and paint on it. That's the open one. This is the one that comes with him, where they're more like he's about to grip and scratch. But side by side, you can see it's very minimal difference. You know, it's not like a whole lot, but you can see, well, or you don't. He's like the Shogun Warriors Godzilla. He just shoots his fist out. And I cannot grab this. It just keeps falling. Oh, yes! How many times can we go in a row? But, yeah. You can see, that's it. We're going to go ahead and put that back on because right now I don't have any proper setup for any of my stuff displaying. So it just goes back in the box. Before it didn't, and I've created a mess that's taken a long time for those of y'all that care. But otherwise, I'm blabbering on. Let you take a look at his horns, tusks, antennae, whatever you like to call it, even though tusks are typically around the mouth. But yes, that is gonna be probably it. Just let y'all get some good look for what you have in store if you're interested in getting your fingers on it. As a collector like me, I collect everything that I can, and I'm not very picky. I like it. I think it looks really cool. It's a good, very solid paint job. There's not a whole lot of depth of colors you can do with him, but I feel like it is a splendid job. And, you know, you can have some fun, whether you take pictures or video of the figures, or if you just want to mix up with different stances from time to time on your shelf. But that is going to be it. Much love to y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed. You know what to do. Till next time. Peace.